Salam alaikum, everyone. It means peace be upon you. I thank God for being here again for the second video, and I want to thank you all for watching, and special blessings for my first subscriber. You just brought so much joy to my heart, and it gave me wings. So whoever you are, wherever you are, I dedicate this one to you. So enjoy it as much as you can, and I wish the same to everyone else. Now let us commence, shall we? when it comes to concept of the Holy Quran, there are times when Allah, the creator of the universe, addresses specifically the believers, or in other words, Muslims, the people who have specifically chosen a certain path and adopted a guided, prescribed lifestyle. But on the other hand, there are places when Almighty Universal Creator is calling all of humanity. Just like there are places where Allah is addressing an individual who is reading, or the delivering prophet, peace be upon him. There are 89 verses which begin with the words Ya ayyuhallazina amenu, and that means you, oh, who are believers. But we will now listen to one verse that addresses all mankind, regardless of our creed or belief systems. And it is found right at the beginning of the chapter 4 in the Quran. Chapter 4, besides its numeric position name, it also has a name, An-Nisa. Nisa in Arabic means women. While human beings collectively are called Nas, women on their own are termed as Nisa. Nas, or humans, is easy to remember if you make a mental note that Nas is us. Nas is us, and with an N. And also remember that without womankind, or Nisa, there wouldn't be us or Nas. So in Surah Nisa, verse number 1, as I said right in the beginning, verse number 1 sounds like this in original Arabic. Ya ayyuhan nasu ittaku rabbakum allazi halakum min nafsin wahidatin wa halaka minha zawjaha. You, oh, the mankind, respect your Lord who has created you out of soul which was single, and then created out of it its counterpart. Now that was my translation of each word as they come in order. Ya ayyuhan nasu, ya is you, or as in English we say, in slang we say yo. Ya is Arabic for you, when someone is talking to you. So it says you, oh, the mankind, right? Now I will read to you one translation that you will find online, or you can find in a print. It goes like this: O mankind, be aware of your Lord who created you from a single soul, and from it created its mate. That word, the last word in that verse, is zawjah. The word zawjah is the most common Arabic word for wife, but its root meaning is not to be taken so lightly as the word wife, because in reality it is possible to have a wife who may or may not be the person's twin flame or twin soul. For example, in a normal conversation referring to a wife, the Arabic word would be ahli. Ahli, as in saying, this is my wife, this is my ahli. So while the zawjaha is also translated as a spouse, so it could be used other way around. When woman refers to her husband, to her spouse. although there's another word for husband in Arabic, but Zawjaha means spouse as well. Zawjaha, if we look at its even more close meaning, it's a mate, it's a counterpart, a perfect opposite, the exact match. And from looking at this verse, it's the soul of your soul, the mirror image of reflection of one soul recreated within another human being, a twin soul, a twin flame. As one beautiful article on twin souls by SophiaSiberia.com explained, she explained it very nicely. She says, you and your twin flame or twin soul is like a designer set, like a blouse and pants that was originally tailored out of the same fabric. Metaphorically, each piece is each soul in each body. So that it's like a perfect set outfit, top and bottom. It's like perfect for a catwalk in high fashion, but it is as if it meant for sale as two separate pieces. So your piece is you and the soul within you. The other piece is your twin flame and the soul within him or her. So if we find soulmates as partners, as life partners, they would to some point match our piece beautifully, but not completely. And the karmic partners are like kind of like when we have bad taste in dressing, and it turns out like a bad choice of outfit, not a good match at all. But karmic relationships and soulmates, it's something we could talk about some other time. And please feel free to Google them if you need to know more on those two topics, soulmates and karmic partners. But I will return now to twin souls in the Quran, as we found in this second place so far in this second video about twin flames mentioned in the final one of the holy scriptures. As I mentioned in the first video, the holy scriptures such as Bible and Torah, Old Testament, New Testament, the Quran comes next, and it's the third final revelation. I would like to add that to me personally, splitting of a spiritual aspect of us into two separate beings is even more than a garment, metaphorically speaking. If we are looking for perfect love, if you're looking for the one true love that was meant to be because God has done so, then let's imagine ourselves and our twin as two shoes. One is right shoe, the other is left shoe. One twin has these and these talents, or it's a spiritual person, or he or she is spiritual, or you're the one who is spiritual. The other twin has other talents and maybe a material person, ambitious. The right and the left are the same size. Just like many twins, we have so much in common with each other on many levels, yet the right shoe only goes on the right foot, right? And left goes on the left foot. And switching them would be like ridiculous. You cannot wear a right shoe on your left foot, right? So switching the roles that each of us twins have is not the right thing to do. Also, we could look at it as one is a feminine, one is masculine. So keep that in mind too. Currently, for example, I myself, I'm going through a learning process. I'm trying to teach myself to be more feminine, as my twin is as masculine as they come. And since I was raised in Southern Europe, I wasn't raised in Islam, in Islamic society, where women are actually very feminine in Islam. They're very feminine, but they only choose who they display their beauty to. But that's another another subject. What I'm trying to say here is that I was raised in society where, in Southern Europe, where if women were trying to beautify themselves, to wear makeup, to wear fancy dresses every day, except in special occasions, they would be actually considered slutty, to excuse my word. And not just that, it's like if they let men, they were considered incompetent if they let men do them favors or help them around household chores. And so, in other words, I'm learning to let go of some of those old standards and to be more like sit back, relax lady type, take care of myself more, be beautiful. And I'm teaching myself that I don't have to know how to fix stuff in the house in order to be a perfect woman. And like they taught me. That's what they taught me when I from their examples, other women around me. I want to learn now that I can be loved just for being a woman and for being beautiful, and to let a man be the man in the story. So that's that feminine masculine aspect that comes to mind when I refer to twin flames as a pair of shoes, the right one and the left one. We have to each know our roles and don't get mixed up. There's got to be balance, and we got to learn to stay on our own side in order to make things go smoothly as possible and as intended. And just like these two shoes can only go one with another, so are the twin flames. I mean, we can try to be with other people, but when we go with other than them, whether karmic partners or soulmates, that's like wearing a different shoe on each foot. I will tell you a funny story. When I was a kid, there was this funny man, like a joker, silly man. And this is a true story. This is a true anecdote. He came to work, to his workplace, wearing one brown shoe and one black shoe. Uh, and so his friend said, "Wait a minute. Maybe you didn't look. Maybe you woke up running late to work. So hey, you see that you realize you have one brown and one black shoe?" And he said, "Oh yeah, look at this." And they said, "Hey, his boss said, you know what? It's okay. Go home and change, and you can't look ridiculous like that. Go home, change, and come back to work. You will be, excused." And he made the funniest, you know, joke ever. He said, "Oh well, if I go home, what's the point? Because I have exactly same mismatched pair at home." Get it? So what I'm trying to say is, when we are with the wrong person, and everyone is wrong except our twin flame, they will not. I mean, we can live with them 2 years, 20 years, 40, 50 years, a lifetime, but they you have to realize that's not the person that God created for you. I mean, it's a tough truth. It's truth. And so if we try, it could be beautiful, but it's not the same as the exact match. So, but what I'm trying to say in a metaphor of shoes is, we are stealing someone else's perfect match when we are not with our twin flame, because that person who is with us, who is not our twin flame, is somebody else's twin flame. So keep that in mind. I mean, I'm not trying to tell people what to do if they're with someone right now they suspect they're not their twin flame, but I'm just, trying to help you realize uh, there's divine order of things. And sometimes we are unhappy, we wonder why. It's because we don't follow the divine order. So yeah, we will go